Everybody that walks in here is like, whoa.
Door-to-door salesmen have been known to do double takes inside the house on Stillwater's west side.
They'll walk, and all of a sudden you're talking, they go, does that say what I think it says?
Carpet cleaners and appliance repairmen, be advised.
This happens to be a product called Nigger Hit Stove Polish.
Beanie Babies are not part of Tony Carr's collection.
An actual pouch of nigger hair tobacco.
The items are real, from the early 1900s mostly. At best, the products of ignorance. At worst, the result of a dominant population making sure African Americans knew their place. This, one of several novelty items in Tony's collection, depicting a black baby being used as alligator bait.
The gift shop where there was postcards and things like this, you would see these.
And this from a Minneapolis candy company. Note the spelling of chocolates. Racism was not just a product of the South.
Letting you know, this is the way we view you.
Items so vile you may want to turn away.
All blacks like watermelon, so there it is.
But Tony Carr would prefer that you take a good, hard look.
Basically, this is a fishing lure. Probably from 1920s to 1930s they did it.
Tony didn't always think about such things. 2 decades ago, he was busy becoming the all-time leading scorer for the UW-Eau Claire basketball team. He made the U.S. Olympic team, too, then became the 6th-round draft pick of the Milwaukee Bucks. But turns out Tony was about more than basketball.
I look at these pieces every day. That's why this particular case is located where it is, because it's the last thing I see when I go to work. It's the first thing I see when I come home.
Okay.
Today, Tony Carr is chairman of Stillwater's Human Rights Commission and the owner of a 19-van special needs transportation company.
Let me help you get your seatbelt in. This is a darkie's prayer from Florida.
His collection is Tony's reminder of what others had to endure to clear the path he now travels.
It's called The Evolution of a Coon. And what it does, it shows an African-American male and he turns into a watermelon. I always wondered back how many people bought this and actually, passed this on where a servant or a person in a household maybe cleaning the house, actually seeing that and how they would feel in that situation.
Growing up in the South, his dad and his mom were accustomed to such indignities.
It says, honey, come on down. We's waiting for you in Florida.
Tony noticed how his grandfather looked at his feet when he met a white person on the street, and remembers the stories of his grandmother, a maid and cook for a wealthy white family, who made the mistake of sitting down for lunch one day with the 8-year-old girl she'd helped raise from a baby.
My grandmother said, Mary Alice looked at her. I said, what are you doing? She said, well, sit down and eat with you. I said, no, niggers don't eat at the table with me. You have to go eat in the servants area. And I give credit to my grandparents to go through all they went through, the hate and the degrading things that they went through, and to teach me not to hate. Actually, this is a piece I've been looking for. It's called Pick the Pickaninnies.
The dehumanizing images
that little puzzle right there.
He now searches for in antique shops are Tony's connection to the struggle.
Show me all them pickaninnies at one time, and I don't want to see no white trash.
There are those who say racist Americana should be destroyed, not bought and sold and displayed.
This is scary. I mean, I will admit some of this stuff here is pretty frightening.
But Tony believes even his most controversial items can teach, like this Ku Klux Klan statue his young niece first mistook for a ghost.
A year later, after she had went to school, and she came to me, she said, Tony, I know who that is and what that is. I said, oh, really? I said, what is it? She said, that's who killed Martin Luther King. So she's starting to learn that this symbol signifies something that's part of the African-American history. Introduce yourself.
They are lessons Tony and his wife Amy hope to teach their own kids when they are ready. You may not have noticed that Tony and Amy have a mixed marriage.
Yeah, he's a big Packer fan. I'm a big Viking fan. Yeah.
Tony Carr has found a measure of progress in the land of 10,000 stories. The present made that much sweeter when wrapped in the struggles of the past.
It's a sad part of history, but it's a true part of history.